Hey guys, I'm Jerome Davis. We're going to do a little preview about the this year's Davis Rodeo Ranch production sales. I'll tell you how we got in this. Being a good buddy of mine, we were down in Atlanta, and old Max Maxwell. He says, "Man, we got to." I was trying to explain to him, about the buck and bull business and my sale coming up, and he said, "Man, we need to video this. You need to explain to people how to get in the buck and bull business." So that's what we're doing. We want to shoot this video and kind of bring y'all up to date to what it takes to put on this sale, and kind of how it all works at the end of the day. If you want to get in the buck and bull business, we're getting ready to show you how. So a lot of times when people look at the buck and bull sale and they're looking at bulls on the videos, they're thinking, "Man, this guy he bred up some cows and got some calves and they put a flank around them and they buck." Well, it don't work like that. This thing started a long time ago. We've been in the buck and bull business since 1992. Me and my dad's been putting on rodeo since 1988. My wife's family was in the early 80s putting on rodeos, and we actually took her cows and some of my bulls, we mixed them together and we got it going. This is our 7th or 8th year. We're doing it on the Breeders' Connection, and we're going to do it this Tuesday and Wednesday night. We're going to sell 30 lots. Most of the calves you're going to see in the sale are 2 year olds, and they say, "Well, why are you selling so many 2 year olds?" Well, that's kind of when people want to buy in on a calf, just like buying in a racehorse. You buy a 2 year old. You're buying into these calves. We have futurity events with the 2 year olds. It seems like that's when they really get to start up as a 2 year old. With a 2 year old, we buck them with a dummy on their back for 4 seconds. As they get to turning 3, let's say you buy a calf in our sale. Well, we're gonna haul him to futurity events this year and buck him with a dummy and compete him. If he goes to Vegas, we're going to haul him out to Vegas and hopefully go out there and do really good with him. We're going to try to qualify him to go to Vegas. Um, as a 3 year old, the first part of the year, we're going to buck him with a dummy. The second part of the year, we'll be putting riders on them. And we may put, if they're kind of a bigger bone, bigger made calf, and they can handle a rider the first part of the year, well, then we'll be putting a rider on them then. And then as a 4 year old, he'll have a rider for sure all year long. And so you go from your futurity calves as a 2 year old, 3 year olds is your derbies, 4 year olds is your classic years. So a lot of times at the PBR World Finals, the first round, when you see the bull competition where the bull wins 100,000, that's the 3 and 4 year old classic bulls competing against each other. So guys kind of want to know, how does it work to get to where we're at today with these 2 year olds. So we'll wean them at the end of the year. We wean all of our calves, which means we pull them off their moms. We get them on good feed and hay, and when they go to eating good, 2 or 3 months into it, we will actually put a dummy on them. And when we do that, it's a 10-pound dummy, and we'll put it on their back. We'll let them, these calves, they're bred to do what they do. It's just like taking border collie pups and you put them on little goats, they go to work. And I want to tell you about 5 criteria you're looking for when you're buying a bucking bull. It breaks down into 5 criteria, and what that is, you want a calf that really kicks. You want, look at his back end. You want a calf that's got some kick to him. The next one is the rear, or the buck they call it, and that's the front feet. Watch the front feet on that calf. So you really want a calf that rears and kicks hard. All right. The next criteria is the spin, or the direction change. So realistically, we want a calf to spin in the gate, and he wants to be rearing, and we want him to kick and do it right over his head. That's the 3rd criteria. The 4th one is the intensity. So we want a calf that can really get up off the ground, kick over his head, spin in the gate, and do it with a lot of juice. And at the end of the day, the 5th criteria, it's the difficulty of all 4 of them put together. You get a calf. So realistically, when you're looking for a calf, you want a calf that can really rear, really kick, got some intensity, and spin right in the gate. That's the calf that's going to win. So that's your 5 criteria to be looking at. If you're a new bull buyer and wanting to get in the bull business, just a little educational, that's what you want to be looking for. So like a good example, I had a buddy of mine, Jamie Spears. He's a partner out of Pennsylvania. Jamie is always looking for, he don't always look for the calf that spins. He's always looking for a calf getting up off the ground and's got the kick. And that's what Jamie's always looking for. And at the end of the day, it worked. He's got a calf named Bomber that won our Derby event last year here at the ranch and some other places. You know, when you watch these videos and you watch these calves perform in this sale, there's hours and hours of preparation, getting these calves ready for the sale, getting the videos for the sale, editing the videos, getting the pedigrees put in. You know, this is the things that happens that people don't see. They just watch a video and look at all that, but they don't know the hours that it takes to make this happen. And you know, so it's, for me, it's exciting. You know, it'll come down to Tuesday night, and we kick this thing off again. It's 7th or 8th year I think we've done it now, and you know, every year it don't disappoint. Every year it seems to come together. So at the end of the day, if you buy in with the bucking bull business for the Davis Rodeo Ranch, what we hope happens is you're going to buy into a 2-year-old, and we're going to buck him this year. He's probably going to go to somewhere between 8 to 12, 15 events, something like that. We're hoping that he's going to win some money. We're going to qualify him to go to Las Vegas, and we're going to go out there and win some money. As a 3-year-old, we're going to start putting a rider on him. If he's good enough, we'll go to Vegas again as a 3-year-old with a rider. As a 3-year-old, if he's really good, we can compete him against the 4-year-olds. We will. If not, we'll leave him as a 3-year-old and keep him in the Derby events. That's your 3-year-old events. As a 4-year-old, we would compete him out in Vegas if we can qualify him. That's where it pays $100,000. You can win $100,000 as a 3-year-old also. So after we get past the 4-year-old year, at that point we decide, hey, do we want to sell the bull, or do we want to keep him on TV at the PBR events if he's good enough, and Cody Lamner to let us take him. We'll be hauling to the Cup events, you know, the Monster Energy events, and you'll be able to see him on TV. Every time they put our name on there, you guys will be right with it. So, you know, Davis Rodeo Ranch and KHC Bucking Bulls, or whatever it might be, you know, it'll be tagged right there on CBS Sports. So what we're buying into an investment, we hope. We're hoping this calf's going to turn into something that one day we're going to be watching on TV, and that's what we're shooting for. Well, people ask me, you know, how much can be won with some of these calves. Now, one thing to look at when you're looking at these calves on that sale, you'll see some that I've made payments up to almost $1,000, the American Heritage Futurity. If it says that the payments have been made up to that point, I've paid them payments on that calf up to this point. There'll be about $500 to $600 left to pay on that payment. That's in Duncan, Oklahoma. We'll haul that calf out there in June this year, and I have been fortunate enough to win that event. When I won it, paid $92,000. It pays around 100,000, I think, right now to win it, and it'll pay back 20 holes. Another thing to look at on there is the East Coast American Heritage. Same deal. If you see where that's on there, and some of these calves I paid up on both of them events. We've paid up $1,000 right up to this point on that calf. There'll be about another $500 or $600 left to be paid that the partner will jump in and pay the rest of it. That event will be held here on the East Coast at my ranch. And that thing last year, I think it was around $14,000 it paid here to win that one. A lot of people ask me about the naming rights. When you guys buy a bucking bull, you know, if we want to tie, you want to tie your company into it, I think there, as long as it don't have cross up with the PBR sponsors, we can use it. You know, whatever you want to name your bull, whatever it might be. You know, if you want to call him Spitshine or whatever it might be, or anything. So, and that's part of buying your bucking bull, is being able to name him. And if we need to tie in, you know, if he gets famous later on, and something rolls across the table, and maybe we have a sponsor like Wrangler or somebody that wants to tie into our bull, well, then that's just another revenue that we hopefully can open them doors up and be able to collect on. So by buying into a bucking bull, not only is it an experience, at the end of the day, we hope it makes money. It don't always make money. Not every horse wins the Kentucky Derby. It's the same thing in the bucking bull business. I'm not going to tell you that you're going to buy into a bull this week, and at the end of the day, we're going to get rich off of it, because it don't work like that. At the end of the day, I hope it's going to be a good experience for everybody. And if we don't make money with that calf, we're going to have a good time. But it does happen that we do come around and make some money at it. Well, that's a plus. So I have a lot of people ask me, so like if I buy my calf, can I bring my buddies over and show them my bull? And yeah, you bet. That's what we do. That's what we do at the Davis Rodeo Ranch. I mean, it's our business. It's the bucking bull business. So when our partners come out, we love for them to come, and it happens pretty regular. They come out, we'll ride down the feed lanes and show them the bulls, and a lot of times they'll bring their family and friends, and you know, a lot of times they like to come down and look, see what the new prospects look like for the new sale, and just look at them and get the ones that they like. You know, they think it's going to be the next superstar by just putting their eyes on them. So yeah, we ask for people to come out. You buy in on a calf, we'd like you to come be out and be a part of it and check it out. And if we're bucking them calves, and you don't live too far away or have time to fly out or whatever, we can line it up and we can get your calf bucked while you're out here. So like, how do I buy a calf? Well, this sale's an online auction. You don't have to come here to the ranch. You can sit right at your house at your computer and buy him on either Tuesday or Wednesday night. And the way it works is thebreedersconnection.com. That's where you go to. You'll see when you go there, you'll see the Davis Rodeo Ranch production sale. And from there, there's a number that you can call at the Breeders Connection. And you call Nate, and Nate will walk you right through it. But the way it pretty much works is you put a bid in on the computer. If nobody bids for 5 minutes and the reserves met on that calf, you get him. Well, let's say you put a bid in, and 4 minutes later, somebody, let's say you bid in at 5,000. Well, you're about to get this calf bought for 5,000. Well, the bid jumps to 5,500. Well, from the time that next bid got put in, you got 5 minutes to up that bid. And when nobody bids for 5 minutes, that determines who gets the calf bought. So it's all online auction. At the end of the day, Nate or myself will call you, let you know you got your calf. We'll touch base after that, and at the end of the day, you'll be in the bucking bull business. So hopefully that's what we're going to do. You're going to buy a calf in the sale. He's going to do good as a 2-year-old. We're going to put a rider on him as he rolls into Vegas as a 3 or 4-year-old. You know, hopefully you'll win 100,000, or maybe it'll be he does really good as a 2-year-old. So that's kind of how it lays out as far as that goes. Now, let's explain. A lot of people ask me, like Max, he was asking me that day, say, so how does the partnership deal work? So with the partnership deal with our ranch, how it works, it's a $250 a month fee, and that takes care of our training and our feed. It pretty much just kind of helps split the feed bill and some of the upkeep of keeping a calf here. we're going to buck him and take care of all that for you. Now, when we go on the road with the calf, partner pays the fee. We take care of getting him to the event. If I go to Texas or if we're going to Las Vegas, Nevada, it's no extra charge to you guys. You pay the entry fees, we split whatever the calf makes. That's how it pretty much works. At the end of the day, I'm hoping I'm going to put 6 or 8, 10 partner calves on a trailer where it works out for me, and with them paying the fee, all of their fees getting paid at the end of the day, hopefully them calves go do really good. So that's how I'm able to haul the calves and not charge you guys for it. At any time you want to sell the calf, we can sell him. We split it down the middle. The only other charges really we're going to have is if we have a big vet bill or something like that, then you know we'll split that. But pretty much that's how the buck and bull business works with the Davis Rodeo Ranch.